Yo, 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 yo. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2 to 1 show. I'm your boy, Best Lou. Once again, to my right, check in. To my left is Risky B. And welcome to the 3rd episode of the 2 to 1 show. Yeah. And once again, we got a beautiful show for you guys. We're going to be covering a lot of things. But right now, we're going to get into it since it is Father's Day weekend and tomorrow is Father's Day. We're going to let Jecken kick that off. Jecken, what's up, man?
Well, you know, it's a beautiful thing, man. I got 4 beautiful kids. I got my 2 girls. So big up to you guys, because of you guys I get to celebrate tomorrow. So big up to my beautiful daughters, Eliza Lynn, I love you. Kaylee, I love you. My 2 boys, Cameron and Nicholas, man. I'm blessed.
Rico?
I want to say happy Father's Day to everybody, not only the ones watching the show, but everywhere in the world. Instagram, YouTube, we love you. I'm so proud. I'm doing this show with my 3 best friends.
There's only 2 of us. There's only 2 of us, bro.
Well, 2 of, yeah. they get the point. I love myself. I got to include myself. Because remember, I'm doing 2 roles. I'm the tech guy from Craigslist, and I'm Risky B, you know, the smoke man. So
that's a fact. We got him at a good price.
So actually, I just want to say, you know, happy Father's Day to Louis A, Best Lou, and Jecken. You know, hope you guys get all your gifts.
I want
to thank God for making me a father. I love my daughter, Amber J. Bonilla, she's my princess, everything. I couldn't ask for more. I have the best daughter in the world.
Nice.
And my stepson, you know, Danny Boy, that's my baby right there. I love him to death. He's right now playing basketball. Hopefully he'll see the show later. I love you too. I learned to be a father with him, so let's continue with our show, guys.
Well, I don't think these guys give themselves enough credit, man. I'm surrounded by 2 very good fathers, man. I just want to say that. And I do also want to shout out my 2 Arianas, my 2 beautiful girls, my annoying ass son, Papo, Louis III. I love you, kid. Everything that we're doing is for you guys. We hoping that this becomes successful for you guys. And yeah, man, that's it. Shout out to all the fathers on our page.
Father's Day, y'all.
Happy Father's Day, everybody.
And I'm not shouting out you single mothers.
Yeah,
y'all had y'all show up
That's
Father's Day. I'm just letting y'all know.
Yeah, single mother who does the father role too. Happy Father's Day for you guys. Definitely.
He does.
Y'all, but you ain't your father.
But you don't get no props.
My mother raised me by myself, so my mother's my father and my mother.
Let's not get into it, bro. My father. Let's not get into it. My mother raised me too. We can have a whole show about that shit. But
all right. So
I think we all got that.
We got in for today, guys.
We all got that in common.
What we got in for today's, guys? Come on.
All right, man. We gonna kick this off with music, man. Kid Cudi and Nas came out with some albums over the week.
Good production, man.
Jecken and Risky got a lot more information.
Got
on
my
that.
name, man.
Let's kick
Sky,
it off,
he
man.
stayed doing that.
He stayed doing it. Last week he forgot about it.
Come on, bro. You know my brain.
Puts on the glasses. Still don't have a good memory, bro. Right?
I think your host forgot your name, man. So like, yeah, I kind of did.
You know, I'm missing a lot of brain cells for obvious reasons.
We're gonna get into it. Sip.
So what's up, man?
All right, so me and Risky, we were listening to the album a little earlier. We listened to the Ye and Cudi album. And I think Risky knows a little bit more about Cudi than I do. So I'm just going to speak in the perspective as just a fan of the music. Overall, I think it was a dope project. The first song, man, with that sample, I still feel like they love you. Whatever the fuck it was, that shit was kind of dope. It was a good album. I mean, if you guys tuned into our very first episode, which is not on YouTube, but we have the first episode, we talked about the Kanye album, and we were kind of disappointed. You know, the intro, he was talking for like 3 minutes. You have a 7-song album, you're not supposed to be talking. So this album, it gets into it from the beginning. You got Pusha T on the intro, and then the production-wise, it was just great. Risky, what do you think overall with the Cudi album?
To be honest, I'm not just putting in the perspective that I love Cudi a lot, but
okay.
I was expecting this album to be great, you know, good as it is, just because they don't give a lot of credit to Cudi, man, and he's a good artist, man. Ever since I heard that first song, Day and Night, bro, that guy just did it for me.
Day and Night, that's a dope song.
And I just thought I took him as a first, you know, one-hit wonder, but then
Poker Face was good too, bro.
Oh yeah, of course, definitely. But then, you know, as I was educating myself, like the album, the kid, you know, Kid Named Cudi, that album is the best I've ever heard.
Word? You like it that bad?
I love his. I'm not talking about hip hop,
dope.
but it's dope. Like if you get a chance, you have to hear
I
it.
never really paid attention to him.
But you know the reason why I knew it was gonna be this way, because this was, I don't know if you guys know, Cuddy's been, you know, he was going through a lot of, you know, parts, you know, difficult time.
Depression and shit like that,
He
right?
had severe depression, and he was, you know, towards suicide whatsoever, and but he, you know, overcome. That's what I like about this album, because you can see that he kind of like succeeded. Like he defeat depression.
Yeah, even the last song. The last song is he's like it's almost like a gospel song.
Exactly.
He's praising God.
Yeah.
You know, he's saying, "Lord, shine your light on me." It's like the most of
Definitely.
the song. So it's dope. It seems like he came out of the darkness. And well, since we're on that, the Kanye stuff, you know, so Kanye said that he's dropping 5 albums this month. The first one we dropped was Pusha T. I think we all agree.
I hope it's better than that last one.
But Pusha T was dope, right? I think
Pusha T was pretty good. It was pretty good. But it's not an album that I feel that I would repeat over and over again.
I don't agree, but you know, it is what it is. Kanye album, can we agree Kanye album was fucking disappointing like crazy?
Production wise, not really, but honestly, lyrically,
Yeah, it was.
like there was no words put up together.
I think
to
his
me.
production was flawless. So we heard 4 albums from him, right?
Yeah, I think he put more into the new ones now.
Yeah. So the 4th album is the Nas album, right?
Yeah.
So can we agree? He got that one song called "Cop Shot the Kid."
That's my favorite one.
Sample with Slick Rick.
Definitely.
That's my
It's
favorite
dope.
one.
I think Kanye and
Definitely.
and Nas is a perfect match. I think we kind of talked about this off air when we were talking about maybe I don't know if it was a slight, but maybe he's telling Hov like, look it. Like, I don't need you. Watch.
I think he is bragging something there.
I could do it with Nas.
What was it that you pointed out with one of the songs with the Otis?
The sample.
and
The sample. So on the album, there's a song called what was it? Did you write it down?
Yeah, Adam and Eve.
It's called Adam and Eve. If you guys listen to it, what makes this man brilliant. So he used a similar beat. I don't know if I'm correct. I don't know if my ears are deceiving me. I didn't look at the credits, but he used the similar beat for Otis, and then he switched up the tempo on his Adam and Eve joint, and it sounds great. I mean, the last 4 albums clearly show that Kanye, no matter what you want to say about him personally, he's a fucking lunatic.
He's a producer,
whatever,
bro.
But man, he's a genius. Bro.
He's a genius behind.
genius.
You know what? It's crazy because Kanye's been out for a while. People really didn't know about Kanye, man. Kanye was that little kid standing in front of the 825 building on 1755 in Broadway, where I used to work at as a security guard, with a backpack, sitting there, giving LPs, giving beats, and nobody wanted to give him a chance. And Cam actually was the one that, let me hear your shit, you know. And boom, what happened? Let me jump on that shit. Heart of the City, all that shit.
Yeah, you know
that was supposed to be for
Cam.
Cam.
You know what's crazy?
That was supposed to be for Cam.
Jay-Z didn't believe in his lyricists. He didn't believe him as a
didn't,
rapper.
exactly.
The one that gave him the chance was Dame Dash.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then
That's true.
And it's funny because even though he has a relationship with Dame Dash, Kanye's very close to Dame Dash.
Exactly,
when they broke up, he went with Jay.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he did that. It was a smart move, obviously, because Jay.
Of course,
Jay's playing the king of hip hop right now.
Every man to
and
themselves.
Dame is
at the
doing
end of
other
the day.
ventures. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But yeah, it was.
You guys think that Kanye, even though Jay-Z and Nas, no longer have a beef or something, but do you guys think that Kanye producing Nas' album was a jab to Jay-Z?
I think so. What do you think? I'm gonna let Jack in on that.
I don't know. It brings some curiosity to me. It's like nobody would ever.
You kind of brought that point earlier.
Yeah,
That's why
right.
you gave me. I didn't even thought about nothing. I was actually watching it last night with my fiance, and I'm like, and she didn't like the album, but I'm clearly like I'm just putting 2 and 2 together. I wasn't paying attention to the album, but I'm like, why would he make an album with Nas when that was his protege's?
Could be because
his
both.
mentor.
So
but the beef is over.
I think it's over. But I think since Jay is not really like with Kanye no more like that, to me, I think he's just trying to get his attention or something. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, it's. I thought that maybe a little slight. I mean, I don't know if you want to think out of the box, maybe, but it's not actually. He's not actually on. He's on one song. I think he's on maybe 1 or 2 songs. He produced the album, but he only rapped on like that one song. So I don't know. Maybe.
Why you think, Lou? I don't know. I could be wrong.
I don't know because I don't know if they are like beefing behind the scenes and they probably playing this grown man role. But Kanye, I would have like Jack said. I've never really cared about Nas because I'm still such a hard Jay-Z fan.
Yeah, me too.
And
We got it, and you don't like Lil Wayne.
I only
Yeah, we got
reviewed.
it.
I mean, I reviewed the album once. I'm not gonna say a lot. I listened to it, but however, this is something that that I think that I will listen to again. And his music, it always comes with a message. But do you guys think that this album, because Kanye produced it, do you think the younger generation is gonna rock with it?
Honestly, to be honest, I think I take it this way. I think Kanye right now is focusing back on what he was big before: production, producer,
Yeah.
track later.
That's probably why his album's fucking trash.
So, if you ask me, to be honest, no, you know what? I never consider an album trash.
You don't want to give me a 5 because I got pink eye.
but listen, I wouldn't. I'm a producer. I'm an engineer. You know,
We've heard that every show. We know, we get it.
Obviously,
He's good too. Look at Laser Line Studios in the building.
Oh, do your plug, bro. Before we
Look it
start,
up,
do
look
your
it up,
plug.
look it up.
All right. Well, I have my own studio, Laserline Studio. If you can follow me on Instagram, KNOBE_, no B. That's knowledge on the beat. That's my producer name.
Very good at it, guys.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm
you need
sorry, I'm
beats.
sorry to cut you off, man. I just want to make
If
sure
you need
do that
beats,
plug,
you need
man.
engineering, mixing, mastering. I do free consultations. First track
man.
free.
And unfortunately, you're not gonna get the price that we got. I mean, only we can get that free 99 shit. So eventually he's gonna charge you, but it's good prices. It's a good deal. It's a beautiful studio. All right.
So I mean, to me, I think I know Kanye first as the producer. Then obviously when he dropped his, Through the Wire and everything, oh shit, he finally turned himself into an artist. I mean, you're a producer, you're an artist, but you know what,
Yeah,
what
of
I'm
course,
trying to
like
say.
a rapper. Yeah, I got you.
But I think like everybody does, man. I think a person sometimes want to take care better others and then leave themselves for last. Yeah. If you ask me, like right now, this whole time, how long Kanye has been gone?
Well, he had that Life of Pablo album. And Life of Pablo
After
album,
that.
it was dope. It was
It was a
alright.
whole year, right?
But, yeah, he's been gone for a while. But it was dope. But I think people forget how fucking much of a genius he is. Like he's just a fucking like I think that's what he's displaying right now. So we're gonna get 35 tracks. Right now I think we're like 28 tracks in because his next album is gonna be with Tiana Taylor at the end of the month. And guys, we are gonna talk about the 5 albums and what we think about them overall later on when Tiana Taylor drops.
We just do a whole segment probably
we'll do
with the whole stuff.
But the production, man, is just fucking incredible. I'm me
So
personally.
what is to expect about Kanye? Like,
Nah, but you know what?
Come on.
People have been doubting him lately.
But you know what?
because of his personal gripes.
Oh yes.
But he's still a fucking genius.
No, he is a genius. But you know what? I not to discredit him in any way, but like I know way back everything like from the production. Like I said, I never was a Kanye, follower like an artist, but obviously he grows on me because I love his production. But also you gotta understand, he also does what Dr. Dre does. You got, they know this is my style
Yeah,
of
but
beat
you're
making.
talking about gods of fucking producing, man.
Okay,
Dre's at the top of the list,
Of
bro.
course, watch. But Dre's also a type of dude that he'll sit down in a room like this, full of young producers. I want horns like this, and he's dictating verbally. Because sometimes you have it in you, but you just sometimes don't know how to express in you. But it's still your knowledge. It's still your nerdiness.
Your talent, right?
It's your talent.
Yeah.
It's just right now, Lewis is great on, Best Style Lewis is great on pianos. You're great on drums.
I'm great
But
on everything.
I just can't express it.
I'm great on everything.
I just can't express it, So what happens? I want you to play something and he starts humming it, he starts playing it, and people that know audio, they know, music knows through ear, boom, they just translate it right there. And then that's it. But it's still produced by Kanye.
No,
West.
of course.
It's just right now, I'm a contractor, you guys are the worker. This is the picture, I want you to build me this. That comes into play a lot.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Yeah.
So, man. So, what y'all think, man? Kid Cudi's album or Nas album? Which
I know what he's
which
gonna
one
say.
would y'all
I
pick?
know what he's gonna say.
Which one would y'all?
I know what he's
Which
gonna
one would y'all
say.
pick?
I'm going with Cudi, man. I'm sorry.
I'm going.
I love Cudi, man. I love Cudi. And not just to say Cudi, because I love him, I want to take his side, but listen to the slight words that Cudi put into this production, bro. But listen to, you can hear the love for the music. You can hear the passion, bro.
I think it's a cheat code,
I'm
though.
back from depression.
I think it's a cheat code. I'm gonna tell you why it's a cheat code because Cudi is Cudi and Kanye. So it's 2
No,
against
yeah,
1.
exactly.
Because Kanye's rhyming on it too.
But you know what?
I personally,
I don't want to cut you off. I
Nas is
want
Kanye too,
I want
though.
to point something because he's gonna go. What you gonna say right now?
I don't know. You can read my
Kanye's-
mind, motherfucker.
Watch this.
Oh, oops. Excuse me.
Kanye, it's all right. Kanye's mind is big. Cudi's mind is big.
A fucking cheat code. I just said it.
Exactly. But listen, 808 and Heartbreaks, the reason there was a lot of beef between Kanye, and it started off with 808 and Heartbreaks because everybody, Kanye
I
this,
love that,
Kanye
by the
that.
way. That was a dope album.
Cudi,
Out of the box.
Kid Cudi produced the whole album with Kanye West. Cudi was the kid in the room expressing all what Kanye was trying to say, but Cudi did it in his way. And what happened? You get a diamond record like 808 and Heartbreaks.
It was dope. It was dope.
You know?
Now, what I was
Continue, my brother.
So how you? I'm sorry,
No,
to cut you
go
off.
ahead.
You feel that the success of 808 and Heartbreaks is due to Kid Cudi?
To be honest, 60-40.
60-40 who? Kanye or 60-40 Cudi?
No, I'm gonna put 60% Kanye because it's his
all
image.
right, all right. I was
Nah,
gonna say-
Watch.
I think he's about to get Cudi.
No. Watch.
I give it to you. All right, okay. All right, okay.
60% because who had the image in 2008? Who had the artistry? Kanye West.
Okay.
Who had the face of the record?
Okay.
Kanye West. But who arranged?
Cudi was hot around
who,
that time, too.
No, yeah, he was already falling.
He's not Kanye, though. But yeah,
He's not Kanye, exactly. But people don't know Kanye is not Kanye without Cudi. All these years from Celebrity, what's the name of that song? I keep forgetting. That song that he did with Twista. Celebrity something.
That's a Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
No, that's not
Slow
it.
Jam.
That's Slow Jam.
Not Slow Jam.
With Twista.
That-
Who you talking
Overnight
about?
Celebrity.
Overnight
Is it Overnight
Celebrity.
Celebrity? I think it's Overnight Celebrity.
Overnight Celebrity.
Oh, yeah.
You can get that info
That's it,
online.
that's it.
It's on there.
I'm bugging out.
Cudi made that track with him. And that's when Cudi was hot with the day and night and all that shit. It goes way back, man.
I think it's Twista feature.
I
think it's Overnight
It's
Celebrity. Is it
that's what I'm
Overnight
saying.
Celebrity?
Overnight Celebrity, bro.
Just check it out. Hold on.
Yeah, but keep going. I'll find.
So-
No. I know what he's talking about.
But what now, this is my
All right,
question.
so what I was
for both
trying
of
to
you
say,
guys. Finish. Yeah, finish.
What I was trying to say is,
Go ahead.
I think the Nas album is better, and I'm gonna tell you why. Nas, in my eyes, got 3 really good albums, and then the rest of them got like just songs on it. So you got Illmatic, which is fucking probably arguably the best album of hip hop ever. You got It Was Written, Fire, and then you got Stillmatic, right? But since Stillmatic, which I'm gonna look it up when it came out a long time ago, at least 10 years ago.
Since Stillmatic, his work's been kind of still.
Yeah, exactly. There's no Matic. Matic is gone. It's just been still. So for him to revive Nas's career with 7 songs and it becomes like a work of art that's so dope.
Yeah.
You got to give. That's
You
why
think
I'm
it's
good
gonna
for that.
revive his career?
I think it just did.
This one?
It is.
It might put him in. It might put him in the front page. I'll tell you right now.
Nah, it is. And I got it right. It was Overnight Celebrity.
I mean, I think it's very, even though the Wall Street Journal did a negative piece on him, which Risky posted on our Instagram page. I mean, that's any kind of publicity is good publicity. So I think you do got a point there.
And Stillmatic came out in 2001. So if you ask me, his last album that was good was 17 years ago.
17 years ago.
So Kanye, it's only 7 songs, but that's Kanye's theme right now. For it to be 7 ill ass.
Can I point something now?
Sure. Go for it.
As my experience recording industry, I had a few years when I was in a rock band. But besides that, I hate the fact that when something is already put down as an EP is something that's 7 songs and down, why a new rapper wants to change the rules and say 5 tracks, that's an album.
I think it's because you could get a Grammy with 5 tracks.
And
ultimately, people want
you can get a Grammy for 1 track.
I think it's
No, I'm
because
saying
You get a Grammy for 1 track.
Yeah, for a song.
What
But
I'm
for
trying
an
to
album
say is
to get Grammy nominated, you have to have 5
an
songs.
album is already enlisted to contain 8 songs or better. That's an album. You can't call an EP an album. I'm sorry.
But the thing is that if the Grammys are willing to give you an award for 5 songs or better for your album, not your song.
Because if you
got
tell me
singles.
an album is gonna be, let's say, $12.99.
Yeah, that's what-
and I'm gonna pay $12.99 for $7 when I can pay $12.99
But
for 16 songs.
that doesn't make him a
No, man.
genius.
Yeah, but
Think about
it keeps it stupid and genius.
Real quick, when you heard the
ask
album,
me.
when
It
you heard,
doesn't make any sense to me. I'm
nah,
sorry.
because when you heard, excuse me, Reed, when you heard the album, right? You didn't want more,
Of course I wanted more.
but he got 5 coming out.
Okay.
So you want
but
more,
Don't,
so
but so
what's the
don't
next
call
production?
it. You should call. Honestly, Kanye should have did something nice.
Part 1, part
Exactly.
2,
Exactly.
part 3.
Yeah, but
EP.
But let me ask you a question. But
Tape A,
but
tape B, whatever.
But that's what everybody would do. That's what the normal person would do. This is part 1 of mine. This is part 2 of mine. He's just dropping albums, and it's all his work. This is what makes him brilliant. He doesn't think like anybody else.
All right, so before we end here, because we covered three albums so far on the podcast, give me your list from 1 to 3 between the Kanye, Cudi, and Nas album.
I bet you I could guess what he's gonna go.
Go.
Oh, tell me the question again. Because Josh kind of threw me off. Jack has threw me off. So.
We covered three.
Josh?
We covered 3 albums on this. We covered the Kanye album briefly. We covered the Nas album right now, and we covered the Cudi album.
Give
me your best one, your second best one, and your third best one.
Okay, my Kids See Ghosts is gonna be my best one. That's number 1.
Okay.
I could have guessed that.
Okay. The Nas is second.
Okay.
And then obviously the Ye.
Okay.
But the thing is about Ye, the Ye album, I kind of like it a lot.
Yeah, I gotta let it sit with me. I gotta hear it more.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now.
I gotta hear it more.
I took some time to hear it. I didn't really.
It's gonna be a little controversial. I love the Nas stuff. I do, because I love Nas. But I'm a Jay-Z fan as well. But to me, I'm gonna tell you right now, I like the production better on the Kanye album than on the Nas. But I like the Nas performance better than the Kanye.
Not agree with that shit. No, fucking.
If you ask me.
That Nas shit is crazy.
Explain me why not.
Why not?
Just that fucking one song with that slick Rick sample is fucking amazing.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
No,
that's it.
I'm throwing that
that's
shit.
It. That's it. No.
I'm throwing that
Slick
shit
Rick out.
example.
No, hear me out. That one. That's one that you said with
that might be the best song out of the
That is the best song out of all of them.
Yeah, that may be
of the whole Nas shit.
No, but that may be the best one. That may be the best song out of the fucking 4 albums that came out, if you ask me. Besides,
I don't know, man. That feels the love, bro. I feel.
Besides Pusha T, Infrared, and that intro. What's that intro for the Cudi album? Those are.
I'll put a second. With Slick Rick, I'll put a second. Feel the love. I'm still stuck on that track.
Yo.
Man. That track is just like,
I still feel it.
You know what it is? I know what this guy was going through, bro. Hard. And to break depression out of your life and bring positivity. And Kanye, I love Kanye because he helped him. Yeah. They both got together, they squashed the beef, and they spread love out of this album. Like, this album pours love, bro. I love it.
I like this album. I like this album.
It ain't no Tekashi.
First album.
It ain't no Tekashi.
Come on, we're not talking about. We're not talking about
Best Style Loose Man.
GOAT yet. top 3 from these last albums.
All right, so top 3. I mean, obviously, man, I think lyrically the Nas album is just super dope. I think production overall on the 3 albums are pretty good. So I would go Nas, I would go the Cudi and Ye, and then I would go the Ye. But to be honest with you, I got to sit down and listen to the Ye again. I only listened to it about once or twice, and it like turned me off. I don't know if that's the right terminology, but it was just like, by the third. Even the first song, like he was talking and all that. Don't talk. You gave me 7 songs. You gave me 15 songs, talk about your album. You gave me 7 songs, you can't talk. I want all lyrics. The fact that Cudi's, that's what threw me off. And you giving, we can change the subject, but you're giving Cudi so much credit, and the Still Feel Your Love is Pusha T. He's the one rapping.
Yeah,
they're not even rapping.
I don't know.
They're not even rapping.
That's a great point.
You know what I'm saying? And that fucking song is incredible.
But honestly, who put it together?
The production. No,
exactly.
But
For all you know, wait, hear me out.
He didn't write. Don't say he wrote for him.
Hear me out.
Don't say he wrote that for him.
I'm not gonna say that. Hear me out. That's all I'm asking. For all you know, Pusha T sat down with Kid Cudi. I'm gonna tell you right now. Perfect example. Hold your horses. Watch. I bet you, to me, in my knowledge, I think Pusha T came with his part in the studio.
Of course.
Because that's how organic comes out.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you right now. I bet you right now. Kid Cudi took it. Okay, perfect. But let's arrange this. Let's arrange this. Let's arrange this.
Yeah,
and put it like
production.
this.
The production, of course.
Okay. Wait. When I'm not done.
Okay, excuse me. Go ahead. Do your thing.
I'm not done.
Do your thing.
But right there, perfection is key. Perfection is gonna have your head nodding.
Of course.
Perfection is gonna have you singing that after work. Like, oh my God, this song is stuck in my head.
Bars, bro.
Bars, I'm telling you right now.
went crazy.
Bars are bars. I'm not gonna take that away from him. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you can have bars, and if you don't know how to put them together,
bro, that's
not gonna make sense.
I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. That's Nas.
It's not gonna make sense.
That's what makes Nas' album so great.
No,
because Nas always got bars.
Of course,
but his albums been terrible.
He's a poetic rapper, bro.
But his albums been terrible.
He's poetry.
Kanye fucking resurrected this guy.
Of course, but I don't think he resurrected him.
Nah, all right, whatever.
I'm sorry.
All right, guys.
I think Jay-Z put him too deep in the ground, son.
I'm gonna give y'all my top 3. My top 3 is
Tekashi.
6ix9ine graduation day.
Don't forget Cardi B.
Cardi B's and the other Cardi B, the last one, Gangsta Bitch Volume 1. Yo, speaking about Tekashi, man, Tekashi has been on the trending topics.
This fucking
This
guy.
guy's a fucking clown.
Something
bro.
that he loves to do. Listen, y'all call him a clown, man, but
50
I think
Cent.
if this kid keeps this up and does not get killed, he's
That's the keyword, does not get
he's gonna
fucking killed.
continue being on the tabloids, and his music is gonna keep selling, man. What y'all think about the last? Before we do get into that, guys, I wanna pardon my voice for this episode and the shades. I'm dealing with two things: allergies and what is it?
Conjunctivitis.
Injectavitis, like I keep saying.
Conjunctivitis, which is pink eye. So pardon me about that.
That's why he got the
and
Frank
then
Sinatra glasses on.
The voice. I'm suffering from having a Dominican wife syndrome. It's when you have a disagreement with your wife and you gotta overtalk because she's Dominican. So I just wanted to put that through. But yo, Risky, what you think about Tekashi and his latest social media antics?
To be honest, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's entertaining as fuck.
It definitely is.
It's funny.
Fucking kid is crazy.
You know what's
bro.
crazy? And I feel so stupid because it's our page. I just saw only just the first post and I forgot to swipe right. And I swipe right like after the end of the day. I'm like, holy shit, isn't that Tekashi's baby mama? And she's just doing the same shit Tekashi's doing.
Chief Keef baby mama. Chief Keef baby mama.
That shit had me dying, bro.
Oh,
She
yeah,
did.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
Tekashi-
yeah,
Tekashi baby mama.
yeah.
It's Tekashi baby mama. It was so funny because she was like, he could do all this shit he wants, but he's still fucking living in here, still paying the rent,
guys,
and we still all together.
Can I confess
That
something
shit's
to you?
so
God,
Can I confess something to you?
you beat off to that video.
Yo, that shit kind of turned me on.
What,
Yeah.
Tekashi?
No, hell no. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
we gotta edit that out. No, that titty, like, just, hopefully my girl's not watching this. I'm sorry, babe. I was,
I told him not to say that,
I
so.
apologize. I'm sorry.
I don't know what he's saying. What's up, bro?
The titty turned me on. I'm sorry. I love titties.
I love it. I currently love what this kid is doing. Like our last guest said.
Best I look. Everybody, listen. Everybody, I'm gonna tell you right now. This man right here is the only man I think that I know that is in love with Cardi B and
My baby.
and this guy Tekashi.
Fuck Offset.
Yo, but you know what?
Like,
You
for
better
all
stop talking. You better
it's
stop
probably,
talking.
It's probably his kids, and he don't even
You
know.
better
this
stop
shit.
talking. We talking about bias. This guy is Team Drake to the fucking
Why we gotta mention?
end.
Why we gotta mention Drake? He's quiet.
You
Right
hear
now.
that? You hear that?
Leave Drake alone. Why we can't leave him alone? He's chilling. He's probably enjoying his Father's Day with Adonis right now at Disney. Like, come on, let him be.
He's chilling.
You know?
He's chilling, listening to that diss track that he's thinking about releasing. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, he sent it to me, bro.
sent it to you,
I'm not gonna let y'all. I'm not gonna let y'all hear it.
When you
bro.
ready, let me know.
So
What you say about Tekashi? What you think?
Tekashi, man, I think he's a genius, man. I think what he's doing is smart. He's going. I mean, we did see this before, man.
Isn't
He's
he
going
50 Cent, son, bro?
That's what
50 Cent there, right?
That's what 50 said. I mean, I can see the complexion.
Best
really
Alu. What 50 said? He said something about wow.
He said something. I saw on
IG.
Tekashi 6ix9ine's Instagram. He said 50 Cent told no, what was it? Tekashi told him, I didn't grow up without a father or something like that. And then 50 was like, I'm sorry, son. And then Tekashi said, it's okay, you're here now.
And I think 50 Cent on his page, he was like, back in the days, I used to mess around with a Mexican. I think Tekashi's my son. So yeah,
I mean, so he's definitely going off his father's previous mistakes. Like, as you guys know, if you guys are not aware, what was it? 50 Cent took Rick Ross's baby mom or something like that. out shopping.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And then it turned around and nipped him in the butt, and she sued him.
And his other baby, no, not her. The other baby moms, I think he got two baby moms. One of them he took out shopping. The other one had like a sex tape that he put out.
Yo, but guys, how you? Okay, I understand it's all publicity, but yo, you still have to have balls to do some shit like that.
Yo, but
No.
hold on. Can I
Balls,
Can I give a different point of view real quick?
Yeah.
How is it different? If you my baby moms and you're not my wife or you're not my girl, right? It's one of two reasons. Either one, you didn't want to be with me, or I didn't want to be with you. So if I didn't want to be with you, right, and this guy is over here taking you out, Gucci tricking on you, why would I care for her? Go ahead, do what you gotta do. Even if you sleep on her, I didn't want her. I'm done with her. The only way it's disrespect is if she broke up with you.
Or if the kid gets involved.
Oh yeah.
You want to get real disrespectful, Tekashi?
Take the kid out.
Take the kid out. Take the kid out of Six Flags or something.
I don't care how
And
gangster
you'll
you
do
are.
it, man.
Any real man, I don't care how gangster you are. You go to the kids. You gotta feel the rap.
Before we wrap up this session, man, I just do wanna I wanna ask both of y'all, man.
Yeah.
Is he gangster for going to O Block in Chicago? Knowing everything that's going on in
I
Chicago?
think that's Photoshop, man. I'm sorry.
Yo, you know what?
I think he went to Backstreets
I
and
was
Bushwick
gonna
and he
say that same
he
shit.
took Adobe Premiere and he started just doing some shit, bro. I'm sorry.
I don't know if it's Photoshop, but
And we're not endorsing Adobe Premiere at all costs.
and we're not endorsing violence or being gangster or that
Yes.
shit. That's
We're just
too old
joking
for that.
around.
We're just talking about.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he was there at 3 o'clock in the morning. I can see him being there at 8, 9 o'clock. And rumor has it that he's walking around with security. So if you got security, you can go wherever you want. I go to anywhere I want. I'm gonna be good. But before we get off of music real quick, I don't know if you guys are aware about it. I'm gonna throw you guys a curveball. So Rich the Kid is dating this chick named Tori Bricks. She fine as hell. You should follow her on Instagram. She fine as hell. And they robbed them. They went into their crib and they robbed them and beat them up.
What?
That Rich the Kid is in the hospital. Was in the hospital, and she posted a picture on Instagram.
Isn't Rich the Kid the one that got punched by this guy in the face? Oh my God.
He's having a terrible week.
Yeah,
But,
he's doing it.
He's having
Yo,
a terrible week.
you know what? I tell you, he's having the most terrible week. Like, who gets smacked in the back of the head by Lil Uzi Vert? Like, that's number one.
And then he started making a coffee in the back. He went in the back and started making cappuccino.
Yeah, he still made a cappuccino.
He put a Starbucks shirt on and started
He
making
made his own
Oh,
shit.
yeah, but you know what? That's not
Wow. That's ultimate depression right there.
Yo, bro, whatever happens to you, man, I hope you get better. And Tori Bricks, man, you fine as hell. You with that cookie look crazy. She got a cookie on Instagram.
This guy, man.
All right,
man.
man.
What we got, man?
We're gonna get moving, man. We still got some basketball, although basketball is over. But obviously now we have a lot of off-season news.
Oh, my
We're gonna be talking about Kawhi Leonard, where he might go. Obviously the summer of LeBron, but basketball is a fake sport and he loves it. So, Cuzzo, let us know what's going on with that, man.
It's a fake sport.
Jack N. My bad.
So you guys obviously know that Kawhi Leonard just told the Spurs that he wants to be out. He doesn't want to be the Spur. His preference is the Lakers, but his team, his uncle and his agents, they want him to go to New York. Now you ask me, being a Knicks fan, shit, I want him there. And also, Kyrie Irving, who happens to be my favorite player, so I'm very biased. He has told the Boston Celtics that he will not be negotiating his contract now. And that's smart because if he renews it now, he'll lose money. But it's smart because he's gonna lose money if he signs now. I think he lose. I don't know the exact number, but he loses.
But if you Boston, would you sign him?
The thing is that it's tough in the league it's in now because there's no loyalty.
So I got a quick question.
Shoot.
So if he doesn't resign, but he still has to play, he has to still.
No,
play,
he got to play. No, this year he's playing.
he has to play another season.
But they told him about re-signing
Okay,
for
I just
long
wanted to
term.
make sure.
So what happens is,
okay, I thought it was leaving.
the way the league is now, if you feel like you're going to lose a player, I mean, this is probably all sports. If I think you're going to leave next year, I try to trade you for assets.
Okay.
The problem with him is that he didn't say he wasn't going to re-sign with them. He just says it's probably not an intelligent move for me to re-sign right now. So if they get cold feet or they get, they feel like then they'll trade him. Now, if you guys trade him, Boston Celtics, Danny Ainge, just trade him to my Knicks. Come on, like I'm miserable. Like just bring my fair player to New York. If he brings him to New York, I'm gonna wear the jersey every day. If I don't wear the jersey every day, I'm gonna have it right here because it's that. But if the Kyrie Irving thing is big because LeBron is Summer of LeBron, Part 3. It's Part 3 Summer of Jam.
Okay.
Summer Jam, you hear me? Summer LeBron Part 3. The first time, obviously, you guys remember he said, I'm taking my talents to South Beach. Part 2 was when he went back to Cleveland. I'm coming home. During both of those stints, he brought a championship to both of those cities. He got 2 in Miami. He got 1 with Cleveland, so he kept his promise. If he could go to New York, bring it to us.
That'd be great, man.
But it looks like
we need that.
His son, I think, is
We've been the underdog for so long, Josh.
Shit, we haven't won a championship since the
Come on,
70s.
Jackin. Come on.
But it looks like he's gonna be going towards L.A. But
Okay.
if Kawhi Leonard ends up in the Lakers, then it's gonna make it that much more easier for LeBron to go there. These guys are fucking
got
right.
you,
Oh my
got you.
God.
No, God,
They
bro,
want to
come
kiss
on,
each other.
don't do
They
that, don't
love
do
letters.
that.
Do you want to go out with me? Yes, no, maybe. Yeah, what the fuck going on?
I'm gonna tell you guys.
Honestly, we're writing
one
this guy. I
thing.
don't know what the hell he's talking
Okay.
about. I'm just playing.
I just wanna
Either
let you- this
way,
guy nothing
either-
slips out of his mind. This guy is like my. You're related to my fiance, I think. Right?
Yeah, I am. I think so.
There's
Well,
nothing slips, man.
I hope so.
Well, anyway,
Nothing
so
slips.
the bottom line is with basketball, Kawhi Leonard, he wants to be traded. Greg Popovich, who's probably the best coach in the NBA, he has a tendency to not make anybody better in his conference. If Kawhi goes to the Lakers, that's probably going to be a domino effect, and it'll be Kawhi, probably Paul George, and LeBron.
Jack, I got
So
a
if those three
question.
people, go to the Lakers, right?
Can they be Golden State?
Can they be Golden State?
Ooh, good question.
Yeah. I actually stole it from you.
You know why? I don't think so. You know why? I'm not saying because I'm going towards Golden State. I'm not.
No, go ahead. Get your point. That's
I'm gonna tell you right now, the Rockets is gonna play the shit out of the game next
they
year.
got to sign Chris Paul though. Chris Paul's a free agent too.
Well, but let's see.
And
I think whatever CP3 is going, LeBron's gonna be there. I'm telling you right now.
come to the Knicks.
I'm telling you, wherever LeBron goes, this is my opinion. I'm not saying this 100%, but I think wherever CP3 is going, LeBron's gonna be there.
They are best friends.
I'm telling you
We
right
talked
now.
about last-
He's gonna
on the
get a
last
chip
podcast.
with him. He already got one with Wade. He's gonna get one with him. I'm telling you right now.
LeBron and CP3?
Wherever
The best
CP3
friend?
goes,
Yeah.
LeBron's gonna be there.
Well,
Mark my
A
words.
couple of years ago, they call it the banana.
Oh,
the
the
banana
banana
boat.
boat. Okay,
And
yeah,
it's Wade, LeBron, Carmelo, and then and CP3. Well, yeah, you know.
Speaking of the best teams in basketball, man, let's go to one of the best teams in baseball. Ladies and gentlemen, the New York Mets.
Okay. Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
Oh man.
Fuck.
And this
Can
time,
we not talk about the Mets?
this time, obviously, Risky B has changed his opinion on the Mets since the last show.
Hold on. Give me my credit. I said 2-1 Yankees. You said 3-0.
Yeah,
you gotta
kinda
do that,
said
bro.
two on
You
Mets.
said-
I said it.
I thought it was gonna be a
2-1
sweep, but it
Yankees.
didn't.
He
Obviously.
thought it was sweet, man.
But let me ask you a question. Who
But I
the
was
fuck
close.
thought they were going to beat Severino, though?
Oh my
I didn't think
God.
they was gonna win that game.
No, but Severino?
I didn't think they was.
Bro,
Yeah, I know they was. I was like convinced it was a sweep.
Listen, when that happened, I changed the channel because I thought we was gonna lose. But then when you said, "Yo, I told you we didn't get swept," and I'm like, "You're fucking lying." I'm going.
Fucking Frazier, bro.
They beat the shit out of Severino. I couldn't believe it, bro.
Beat the
I
shit.
got drunk.
Even scoring with it. Even scoring him is beating the shit. We beat him. I think it was 2-0 or 2-1.
2-1, some
My
shit
man,
like
my man Frazier got busy.
Check
Anyway.
in.
But
Let
you
me
know
ask
what?
you-
Also, Frazier, he came from the Yankees.
Fuck it.
He
We'll
probably
take him.
knows him when the
Salt and
practice.
pepper. We gotta get. You know what's crazy? As a fucking Mets
I like
fan, we get
Frazier,
hyped for
man.
one fucking win.
Jack, let me ask you a question. It's obvious that the Mets farm system is totally depleted right now, and if the season keeps going the way it's going, we're gonna have to rebuild our farm system. What do you think?
We need a whole new team.
What do you think is a reasonable trade that we could do with the Yankees for Jacob deGrom?
The thing about the Yankees,
Max,
the Yankees know what the fuck they're doing, right? They got a great GM in Cashman.
Yep. Good manager too.
I don't, fuck good manager.
I mean, anybody can manage that team.
fucking team. Get the fuck out
Well,
of
it's
here.
true. You got too
I'm
much
sorry.
bombers in
that team.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
Boone.
Right,
yeah,
I take that back.
I'm
I take
sorry,
that back.
Boone. You're a rookie coach, man. Fuck you. You got a great team, but besides that,
We thought Mickey was a good one.
I still think Mickey's.
I think
we're just not
good.
hitting.
It's just we're not.
But
hitting, man.
DeGrom, if you look at when Chicago got Chapman, in that trade they gave up Gleyber Torres. And they gave up a bunch of other. I think they gave up Frazier. I'm not sure they gave up Frazier, but they gave up a bunch of prospects, and Gleyber was one of them for Chapman. And they knew Chapman was a rental. With fucking DeGrom is arguably top 3 or 4 pitcher in the fucking National League, maybe in all of baseball.
You can tell me no, yes or no, bro. I think he's gonna get Cy Young. I think he's gonna get a Cy Young award, bro.
Oh my God, the phones are ringing.
It's happening.
what's
It's
going
alright.
on?
Oh man, people don't know
Let's
that
see
we're
who it
recording.
is.
People don't know that we're recording. Tell them to call them back.
Hello, who's this?
Awkward.
Okay, awkward.
Back to what I was saying. If they traded all those prospects for Chapman, right? If they traded all those prospects for Chapman, right? And they knew Chapman was a rental, you got DeGrom for the next 2 years. He's in his fucking 20s.
That's true.
He's in his late 20s, but he's in his fucking 20s. He got him for 2 years. They got to give us 4 or 5 prospects. And the Yankees already said that they don't want to give up Gleyber or Andujar, and that's their best 2 prospects. So who the fuck they going to give us? Chef Jr. and fucking Frazier? Kiss my ass. For that, we stay with DeGrom. And unfortunately, I love DeGrom. Besides Cespedes, DeGrom is my favorite Met. But DeGrom is he's never gonna win with them, bro.
So you would do you would do a trade for DeGrom for what? Andujar and Gleyber? Or just straight Gleyber?
Yes, for Andujar and Gleyber's both of them. You know why? Because
so if the Yankees were to change their mind, because currently the Cashman said that those two are untouchable. If they was to change their mind and I'll give you Andujar.
Nah, Andujar's not enough.
So you're only taking Gleyber.
Gleyber and then
what about they say just Gleyber?
That's not enough.
No?
Nah. You're talking about the top of a rotation player. If DeGrom, let's say they give up Gleyber with their firepower, and they get DeGrom, they're the favorites to win. They're the favorites to win now. Imagine with DeGrom. That means you get DeGrom, who's a fucking ace, who doesn't have to hit no more because of the DH, and you got Severino. So your 1-2 punch is DeGrom and Severino. Are you fucking crazy? Come on, bro.
But what can DeGrom do that good in Yankee Stadium?
I think DeGrom could do good in anywhere.
And with
I
Gleyber,
think DeGrom could do good at 383 high school.
With Gleyber and Andujar put up the numbers that they're putting up in Citi Field like they are doing in Yankee Stadium.
Well, they're not. I mean, Gleyber's hitting home runs.
But
Andujar's more of a contact player, so he's getting hits.
That'll work out for him.
I mean, it might. I don't know. But I mean, I think at this point, the Yankees, I don't think the Mets are going to ever trade with the Yankees, and that's for a simple reason. They're big brothers, and we're trying to outdo them. That's why during the Subway Series, it's like our World Series. And it's sad to say, being a Met fan, that people are actually satisfied with the Subway. Oh, you won the Subway Series. You didn't win shit. You just beat your big brother. But ultimately, you didn't win anything. So
I mean, I have my supervisor is actually one of the biggest Yankee fans that I know. I mean, season ticket holder, and I was giving him shit.
His breath stinks.
I was like, yo, y'all couldn't sweep the Mets. That's all I had, though. That's the only material I had, man.
Y'all gave up Frazier? Is he the home run, right? You gave up Frazier, you fucking idiots!
How dare you?
And the guy hasn't done shit
Since the Subway Series, man.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, man, we're going to get off the Mets, man, but we do have...
Real quick, before we get off the Mets.
Okay.
I know we got to go to the next topic. Before we get off the Mets. If the Wilpons weren't there, right? Because the Wilpons clearly are greedy bastards. You know what I'm saying? They keep talking about this Ponzi scheme for Madoff. That shit was hot. Like I forgot when it was. It was so long ago. And if you go to Forbes list, they're like a top 10 team, top 10 franchise in sports. Period. When it comes to revenue share,
because of loyal fans like us. That's why.
Citi Field is dope. Citi Field. I suggest anybody. Even if you're not a Met fan, Citi Field is really dope. Like you don't even gotta watch the game. You can walk around. Shit, you can go to the butcher and get meat and go home with it. Like it's dope.
You got you got state kids,
you got
kids playground.
You can play PlayStation. It's a dope environment. But if the Wilpons weren't there, would we succeed? Like let's say, because you know Manaya's back, right? He got like a small role.
Assistant.
He got like a small role. But let's say they open the books at Alderson, right? They say, you know what? We're making money. Let's open the books. Can the Mets be great? We tried it before. We had Beltran, Delgado. We signed up for big contracts. We got Paulo Duca.
People fail to realize that even though they gave Manaya the money, they opened the books to Manaya. Manaya signed a lot of the people that are playing now.
That's a fact.
So Manaya signed, what was it, Harvey? I mean, it was a couple of them.
Excuse me, who?
Manaya didn't sign Harvey. I mean, Harvey, 2015 Harvey. I mean, before, come on, we can't do. Come on, don't be like that. Don't be like that, Jacket. Don't be like that. Don't be like that because
the fucking joke.
He got injured, bro. It was after his injury that happened. That psoriatic outlet syndrome. He came back from Tommy John.
The best thing he did for the Mets was get us Mesoraco. That's the best thing he fucking did. For real. I loved Harvey.
Mesoraco is...
Didn't Harvey start an All-Star game too? He started an All-Star game. Right?
He did.
So he was great at the time. Nah, I'm bullshit. I'm just disappointed. Like, well, being a Met fan, being a Knicks fan, I'm used to disappointment.
Risky B, welcome back.
The tech guy is back, yeah.
Welcome back, Risky B.
How was that shit you took?
Very very funny.
I
Had a
Rick-
So
family,
yeah, Rick,
had a
so
family
before
call.
we move on, man, we want to ask you.
I just want to catch up on what you guys were talking about.
So we was talking about a lot of things. We was talking about the trade with the Yankees. If a possible trade was to go on with the Yankees. So let's say the Mets were gonna give DeGrom, which I don't think they should. I think they should throw the franchise to give him all the money that they could give him. If that's the only one of the pitches that I think, because we're obviously gonna.
I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather them trade Thor than
Okay.
trade DeGrom.
Yeah, me too. I definitely. But if the Mets would say, okay, to the Yankees, all right, we're selling. We're trading DeGrom. Who would you?
What
take?
should we accept? What should we accept?
What should we accept?
Well, actually, I really don't want to trade anybody at this point.
No, I
because-
want to trade a lot of people on that team, bro.
Okay, but I don't know, man. This team, everybody just don't know that this team is suffering from one major disease:
What's that?
ownership.
There we go. Look,
General
we were
management.
talking about that without him even being here.
And
See, we're like
okay,
one brain, bro.
I don't know if you remember last week. I told you that you told me, you know what's a rebuild, but we do need a rebuild.
Bro, rebuilders get rid of everybody.
We have
I
to.
don't know if we want that yet, bro.
Listen to me. But but listen to me now. Listen to this. I don't want to either. But right now, what we have, and tell me what we have right now. We have one awesome, outstanding, incredible pitcher that a team can't get him a win. That's number one. Number two, you have a secondary, awesome player that he's been up, he's been down. He was one of our elite players, right?
You talking about Sesame?
No, we're talking about Syndergaard.
Thor?
Okay. I love Syndergaard. I want him to get back to Thor, the person he was. Everybody is leaning towards, like, let's stay with Syndergaard because the fact that he's 25 years old, DeGrom is 30, right?
Oh, pushing 30, right? Something
Exactly. No, yeah, I think he turns 30 or something like that.
Right.
But my thing is, a team like this, like you have Jay Bruce, like me and you spoke about earlier, it's more optimal, and it's sad to say, I wouldn't give up the Rom. I wouldn't give up Syndergaard. I would give up, let me finish. I would give up Cespedes and Jay Bruce. Yeah. The reason why I mentioned Jay Bruce is because you need to have the room for Nimmo to grow. You need the room for players like Dominic Smith to grow.
And Conforto needs his space
And
too, bro.
Conforto needs his space.
Yeah.
Conforto needs to be, if you ask me, Conforto should be the person that's batting third or second. Now, you can't have him lead off because he's not a leadoff guy. You can't have him last because he's not a clutch guy. You need the guy that he's going to just give us more runs.
Just produce, right?
Produce.
Yeah. But you know what, though, cuz? Rico, if for DeGrom excuse me, for Conforto to produce, he needs a bat behind him that's strong.
He does. I agree
and
with you.
that bat
I
is
agree with
Sesame.
you. It's going to hurt us.
We went 11-1. Sesame was healthy. Sesame was hitting like it was terrible batting average.
But like you said last week.
Dude had shitload of RBIs, man.
Exactly. But like you said last week.
Because he was protecting hitters.
Exactly.
Because that's it.
what makes it better.
Yeah.
That's how we got to the fucking championship. People like the Darno, who's injured right now, he got busy. Wilmer Flores was about to get traded. He got busy.
You always said that Darno always been a streaky player, and it's true. Prone to injury or not, but and Darno is he is really prone to injury, bro. This guy is a magnet from getting hurt.
Yo.
But I don't want to get into that.
No.
I want to
You're
go
gonna
back
make
to
me depressed if you get into that. What
Exactly.
the fuck? So back to the trade. Who should we give up?
To be honest,
Who should they give up?
Since I haven't
Is
been
Gleyber enough?
following,
Is Gleyber enough? Gleyber Torres?
I think we need one more, man.
We need more than that, right?
If you want to give a player like DeGrom, I'm gonna tell you right now, DeGrom.
I'll take Gleyber and Sheffy.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
No,
Listen,
bro.
Listen.
I'll do it.
Think about it. Gleyber plays second base, right? Our best player right now in the team, arguably, batter, is Cabby.
Yeah.
What position he's playing?
They don't even want to recite him.
But what position he's
They
playing?
didn't want to recite
He
him.
plays second. So Gleyber, what the fuck? You gonna
Bro.
move Cabby?
Put him on short.
Nimmo,
Rosario, you gotta let him grow, bro.
you gotta let him grow.
Nah,
Rosario
I'm not a
got
fan of Rosario, bro.
He's too early. He's a baby.
Yeah,
Still,
you gotta let him grow.
he's impatient. He's arrogant. You gotta let him play. Man.
gotta let him grow.
You gotta let him grow, bro. I love Rosario. I want to keep Rosario.
So
I'm gonna tell you right now. 2 more years right now. You're not
Rosario-
gonna. Rosario's gonna be an animal.
Yeah, he's gonna be good, bro.
He's gonna be an animal. You know
I hope
why?
so.
Because he's gonna trust his instincts. He's gonna be. He's gonna get. Remember, I'm telling you right now. Let's go back to the trade. This is what I think. If the Mets is gonna trade DeGrom, I'm sorry. If you're gonna trade DeGrom, you need to trade Syndergaard as well. I'm sorry. And you know what? Get
All out.
10.
That's a
all
rebuild.
out.
Yeah, that's a rebuild.
All out
rebuild.
and get 10 great prospects. Don't give me no 3-2 and 3-2. I don't want no 4 shitty players.
You want 5
and 6.
prospects for
I want
each.
exactly.
That makes sense.
You know what's funny?
And that's my honest
I mean,
opinion.
that's what Cashman did.
I was about to say the same
I'm
thing.
sorry.
You took the words out of my mouth. No, you got it.
Cashman did
Anybody
what
can
he
prove
That's
me
what
wrong
Cashman
or
did.
whatever, but I'm gonna tell you right now, the way DeGrom, even if this team doesn't win him a game, and if he continues to play the way
said
he
Cy Young?
plays,
Like, you think he's gonna Cy Young?
he's gonna get Cy Young.
I don't know.
I'm telling you right now. And that's all my heart.
Mad Max is balling right
And
now.
you know what? I love this guy.
Darren
He's my
Cole is
favorite
balling
pitcher.
right now.
I love DeGrom. He's my baby. I love him.
All right, Rico.
I'm telling you, bro.
Rico, give me your 60 seconds on the Mets right now, man. And I'm going to give you a chance to get 60 seconds in on the Mets.
Okay, my 60 seconds is number 1, Sandy Alderson needs to get fired. That's number 1.
I agree.
Will Ponge needs to sell the team. Mickey Callaway, I love you, but you need to watch more TV, YouTube, learn to call out plays, when to, challenge, stuff like that. Don't do what Terry Collins did to us in the fucking World Series. Because I love Terry Collins. Terry Collins, you didn't bring us to the
You
World
love
Series.
Terry Collins.
But I'm going to tell you right now.
I hope he gets.
Oh, whoa.
Everybody, I'm sorry. That's below the belt.
I added that.
But anyway, going back to what I was saying,
What the fuck?
I'm about
was
to finish
that?
right now.
Go.
But like I said, Saul Anderson, we need a new general manager. We need a new, ownership. Definitely, that will help us a lot. And to be honest, I wish Minaya had taken Sandy's Alderson, but like Lewis said, with a leash, make sure he don't spend all the money that we have left.
I don't need.
All right,
I
what you
don't need 60 seconds.
60 seconds.
I
All
don't need.
right.
I got.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
not even 2 seconds. Sell the team, you fucking. Excuse my language. You know what?
Wow.
Guess what?
We
get.
audio.
No. Excuse me. My bad. I didn't mean that in a bad way. I meant cigarettes. But either way, sell the team. I hate your ass.
All right, let's go. Like that.
Yo, welcome back to the second part of this podcast show.
Second part. Aren't we in the same part?
I don't fucking know. Whatever.
He meant to say
Second.
we just continuing.
To be continued.
Yeah, we
There
took a
go,
bathroom
guys.
break.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get to the boring part of this show.
No, the serious part. The more somber part.
Yeah, this is. I was just joking with y'all, man. This might be boring to a lot of us. I mean, making it.
Sometimes knowledge is boring, bro.
I'm making it my business to research these things for you guys because us in the urban community, man. I mean, obviously, mainstream media does not cater to us. So I believe that that's done purposely for we can find this boring and for we don't know what the hell is going on in this world. So one of the topics that I'm gonna bring up, man, is for those of y'all who don't watch news and don't care for it, Trump has released tariffs on almost all the countries. I mean, Trump has went straight, not to quote my favorite rapper, Tekashi 6ix9ine. He went straight gangster on the world and said, I'm putting tariffs on all of y'all stuff.
Luke,
now,
can I ask you a
for
question?
those of you,
What's the tariff?
so for those of you who don't know what tariffs are, man, tariffs is a tax or a duty, and I'm giving you the exact definition, and I'm gonna break it down to you.
From Webster.
A tax or a duty to be paid on a particular class of imports or exports. So for instance, if let's say Check-in has his own country. I am the United States.
Soon.
I'm the United
Check-in over the world.
States.
Check-in over the world.
Check-in's biggest export is dark liquor. All right? His biggest export is dark liquor. Now, me as a country, before I'm being cool about it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna charge you no tax to import dark liquor because we're gonna buy it all up. All right?
You mean to export to your country?
To my country, yeah.
Okay, I'm saying.
So now I get mad at Check-in and I say, you know what? You rubbed me the wrong way. I'm putting $3 for you to import something into my country.
That's the tariff.
That's a tariff.
Gotcha.
Now,
That's interesting. I never thought about
now, what Trump did is he put tariffs on all the countries, Canada, Mexico, on aluminum and steel. So, which means people who are constructing, people in the construction field, they're going to be paying a lot more for steel, which means houses are going to go up and stuff. I mean, we could get into the complexity another time. We just want to keep it short. What I do want to talk about is Trump's tariffs on China, because China is the second biggest economy in the world.
Mm-hmm.
We're the first. China's the second.
And that's our biggest import, right?
And we
China,
owe,
right?
we owe
China,
them.
yeah.
Look,
we
best time,
as
we owe
everybody.
them a lot of money, though, right?
What?
Is it true?
Do you know how much? Do you know how much? And that's another thing. If China was to be assholes,
to call in that money.
I mean, they would sacrifice their own workforce. But if China was to say, "Okay, we're not buying no more of your debt," we're in trouble. So a lot of people don't
But
talk
then
about that.
who else are they gonna go again with? They need us.
What do you mean? Oh no, definitely
They need us.
Definitely, China
Because
does
we're
need
big
us.
spenders. We buy a lot of garbage,
We
bro.
buy everything.
We buy
We
everything.
buy everything.
we
and that's-
import every fucking thing, bro.
exactly. So so that what we do.
We need them and they need us.
What we do is we keep the Chinese people working. Okay? Before the tariffs, a lot of US companies were taking their companies and moving it to China because it's cheaper labor. Over here we have minimum wages and everything. So what let's say a perfect example is Apple. Apple makes their iPhones in China.
That's true.
Why do they make their iPhones in China? Because they can pay somebody $20 to work 20 hours. And I'm just giving an estimate. I don't know if that's the right estimate, but I know it's a lot more cheaper than any minimum wage.
You know what's
that's
crazy?
here.
It's true that he's saying that, not to cut you off.
No, get.
When I just changed my phone, right? I went to the Apple store and it's so crazy when the guy, I asked him, how much do they really, well, we don't have no info inside, but you can go all over the net and it's there. Apple pays, I think it's like 12 cents to create an iPhone, bro.
Get the fuck out.
You know what?
It's somewhere around that
12
range.
cents?
Somewhere around
it's
that
like
range.
12. It's like, I don't think it passes 60 cents. It's ridiculous,
Yeah,
bro.
but that's
You know what's that?
That's nothing. When you work for the pharmaceutical companies, they have something that what the fuck is this called? Research and labor or some shit like that. So they can charge you research and labor. So a pill they may cost them one pill may cost them 5 cents to make because of the research and I maybe my terminology may not be correct, but because of that, let's say research and labor. Let's say that's what it is. They can charge you at whatever the fuck they want. So they pay 5 cents for the pill. They charge you 300 for that.
So it's
pill.
basically a name. Your name makes the price.
No, it's
Your brand name.
It's your I'm not
Supply and demand, I would
It's
guess.
definitely supply and demand.
It's definitely.
It's your lab that makes it.
Okay.
So if you're a popular lab, your lab is known for creating
Pfizer.
Like Pfizer.
There you go.
right?
It's the name. It's the brand name. It's
Yeah.
basically you go with a
I think
TV
it's research and
screen.
development. I think it's
Let's say,
R&D.
not mentioning
R&D.
brand names, but let's say, our brand. And then you have the big most S brand, which
but
is
that's
the
what I'm
most
telling
expensive.
you. It's R&D. It's not research.
Everybody
it's
goes with-
research and development. You can charge
Yes.
research and development. So you get a pill, right? That's why they say, did you get the company pill? You got the generic kind. Because of their name, they can fucking charge you whatever the fuck they want.
It's
And that
the name.
goes back to what you were saying, I guess. I cut you guys off. What you were saying.
It's all a market, man.
So hey, do you guys know that the Apple in China has a net surrounded around their building?
What the fuck?
Why
for
is
people, for the Chinese, they work those Chinese workers so hard that the suicide rate is high.
that? What?
So they have a net, and if those people think I'm making this is not conspiracy. This is proven. This is real. You guys can look it up after
I
this.
gotta check that out.
So this is how hard they're working those Chinese workers. Remember, China does not have labor laws like we do.
Fuck Great Adventures. Just work for Apple and jump
China.
off the fucking building.
So yeah, man, let's get back on the topic though, because I don't want to lose. I want to keep you guys in tune with what's going on with these tariffs and how this is gonna affect everybody. Now, the first thing that the United States, the biggest import from the United States to China.
Export, you mean?
The biggest
Okay,
export,
come on, all right.
the biggest export from the United States to China is soybeans.
Wow.
It's although China exports a lot of soybeans, that's a big population.
That's huge.
So soybean farmers are gonna start feeling the pinch once
lose money.
once China retaliates, because China announced that they're gonna retaliate against the tariffs, as well as Canada, as well as Mexico. So if you love Corona and Chipotle, get ready to pay extra for Corona.
Not Chipotle,
and for
because Chipotle's here.
And for avocado, no, but I'm saying avocados
Okay,
are about
okay,
to
It
go
is
up.
literally the
That's
Chipotle
true.
You know what I mean?
company.
Like, so like.
We're not endorsing
You
Chipotle.
with the damn
at all
endorsing.
costs.
We're not endorsing anybody. We're just saying.
So if you want Pico de
I just don't
Gallo,
want to get
Pico
sued.
de
That's
Gallo.
why.
You want Pico de Gallo? You probably got to go to Mexico. We're not
Well,
having
Lewis
them
is
over here.
endorsing.
So
I just want to clarify
you
for
can
all
sue me.
disclaimer.
You can sue me, man. You probably put some more money into my account if you
Yeah.
sue
We're
me.
going on. We're going
comments,
on.
excuse
We're
me.
going on YouTube, so you gotta be careful.
Ladies
what
and
we say.
gentlemen, the comments of Mr. Bed-Stuy Lou, aka Louis A, are of his thoughts and his thoughts only. Jack N and
Yes.
Risky, we do not agree with half of the things he says.
That's why in the main picture we're like,
Yeah,
this way.
we turn our heads because his opinion is his opinion.
Exactly.
So
All right.
We don't want to get him too
all right.
aggressive. Let's just keep on.
So yeah, man, listen, these tariffs are gonna affect our daily lives, man. It's gonna affect our daily lives because as of right now, I mean, you guys
they
don't
retaliate, right?
you guys don't drink soy milk, but soy milk is gonna go up. Everything is gonna go up. Now,
Drink goblin milk.
I eat soy sauce.
This is the double-edged sword. This is the double-edged sword, and this is the controversial part. Do I think what Trump is doing is a great idea? Absolutely. And I'm gonna tell you guys why. All right? I am not a Trump supporter.
Education.
I am not a
right.
Trump supporter. Let me say that now.
But you're the kin of one.
I am not.
That's what I gotta say.
Don't get my mom killed in Tompkins. Listen, I am not a Trump supporter. However,
Damn, he just shared her location.
there is a lot. Hold on, yeah, hold on. There is a lot of jobs that have been taken away from the American people because American companies are going to China and bringing their stuff back over here because we as American people, the poorest person in America could afford an iPhone. And that's true.
You're not
Right?
right.
Sad.
You're definitely not
the
lying.
poorest
But
person
Trump
in
said he was
America
gonna do this
So
anyway.
this consumers is so me, and this is what I am hoping. I'm hoping. So now you have two things. China can improve the quality of their product because now they're going to be forced to sell their items the same way an American company would sell their items. It's obvious. I mean, I'm not being biased to anything, but everything that's done in America, as far as product-wise, is better in quality than it is something coming from China. Now, why that? I have my own hypothesis.
You think so?
I have my own hypothesis for this because those people are being overworked.
That's a big word.
So I don't think
That's a big word.
I don't think they're putting all their work into their product. So
Especially when they're doing it at mass production, right?
everything. Oh, I'm sorry, cut you off. Let me just. Everything in Walmart is cheap because it's made in China.
Crazy, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy.
So that's gonna affect us because all of our poor ass motherfuckers, we shop in fucking Walmart. Not only Walmart, Target. I mean, I'm not endorsing anybody, but Target, all those places
Yeah.
like that.
I
that
don't shop
offer-
there. I'm
You know,
sorry. I
you don't shop at Walmart
I
because
shop-
we're in New York
I
City.
shop at Minimax.
Because we're in New York City.
shop at Minimax.
Because we're in New York City. And we don't
S&M.
have a Walmart. That's why. But yeah, man. What you
Shoppers
guys,
World. I'm shopping Shoppers World.
from the little bit of information that I gave you guys, man, what y'all think
Listen,
about
can I
this?
can I say something?
You can go ahead.
I think it's brilliant from a financial point of view. You know, Trump is definitely a businessman, and you can say whatever he wants. His persona, he may be a racist, he may be whatever, but the one thing he seems to be good at and credible with is business. And personally, when we had Bloomberg as our mayor, he's a businessman, and he made us a lot of money, our city. So I think if Trump
City
is,
bikes.
if Trump is gonna get us out of the negative and do this, and I think it's a plus. I think what he said, 50 billion. He's gonna tariff them 50 billion or something like that.
Yeah.
Ultimately,
50 billions of goods, yeah.
Yeah.
That could probably help us get out of that.
This is what I'm saying. Ultimately, it's like if I see it like this, like let's say I own this block, right? And you want to sell up my block. I'm not saying drugs or anything like that, but let's say I own like a Knickerbocker Avenue. For you guys that aren't from New York, Knickerbocker Avenue is just an avenue with multiple stores. It's like you can, from sneakers to pharmacies to pizzerias, it's just an
Everything.
avenue. You have everything.
Build a whole house in that
Yeah,
avenue.
pretty much. So let's say I own a Knickerbocker Avenue and you want to sell my avenue, right? And I know you're gonna make money, you're gonna get revenue out of it. Why not tax you for it? Why not tell you know what? I need my piece. I think that's what Trump is doing, and I think it's brilliant, but I think he has to be really careful because it can backfire. If China tomorrow says, you know what, we're just not gonna export anything to you anymore, we might be screwed. I mean, you could look at everything.
I don't think they could do that though.
I think it would be stupid for them to do because we're their biggest import. But this MacBook, I bet, your T-shirt, these headphones, I bet, if I had to guess, they all made in China.
Yeah, Apple, yeah.
So
Risky.
that's something-
What you think, man?
I don't want to take too much time, but I think it's a brilliant idea because at the end of the day, like every presidential person that steps in the White House, there's always a problem with money, man. The economy always goes down or gas goes up. It's like, and I'm not going to be 100% with Trump, but honestly, like anything in life, you have to give it a try. I have to go through this. We have to go through this. You know, I can't opinionate right now because I don't know what's the outcome later on. Like they saying what's the outcome, but I don't know. I have to go through as
the outcome is, and it might be now. This is what a lot of people are saying. It'll be good for the United. I mean, as of right now, Trump is looking at it like, all right, what do you guys think? If it's good for the United States and it works for the United States, and it doesn't work out for the rest of the world, are you guys with that? And let's keep it a buck.
I'm an American, of course. I'm
an American, yeah.
I'm with that. I live in this country.
And I unfortunately don't want to sound selfish, but my kids live in this country. I am an American, and if it works for America, it works for me.
I think we should end it on that note.
That's good.
And that's it,
guys. This is our third show.
Yeah.
I think we're getting better and better. The people that are watching, man, thank you. Even if it's 5 followers,
Doesn't
man,
matter.
we appreciate you.
You
man.
all count, man.
This was an idea that was brought up by Lou right here, and we're just trying to bring it to fruition. Thank you for just appreciating our thoughts, because that's what we're doing.
Just had to have a conversation with you guys.
So, I'm going to say this, and then I'll be done. My name is Jack N. You can follow my page. It's personal. You see my kid. You see me. I'm just a regular Joe. My page is at JECKNZ. Follow me, of course. And besides me, definitely follow our page. If you're on our Instagram, you're already following us. So tell somebody about us. Our page is the number 2, TO1_show. Thanks a lot, guys.
With that, I'm going to close it out. I'm your boy, Best Lou. This is
Risky B.
And this is
Jack N, man.
Follow me at Best_Lou. You can follow Risky at
KNOBE_. That's Instagram.
And we are the 2 to 1 show.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. Thank you for having me with my Dominican girl voice syndrome and my ConJECKtavitus, whatever the hell that is. Peace, y'all. We love y'all.
Hey.